Well, somebody went to great pains to hide that spider hole.
I wonder who.
My guess is Jerry Jacks in the conservatory with the cure.
We're going in. Okay?
Ray! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Side. I've never yet met a lock that couldn't be opened by a 9mm skeleton key.
Why don't you ring the doorbell whilst you're at it? Because that won't announce our presence either.
Why didn't I think of that?
I'm going to chalk it up to the Polonium. Now, watch and learn. Because this is how the professionals do it.
Please don't shoot! I'm pregnant!
Search the place. Dante, don't underestimate her.
I won't.
What are you searching for?
Your mother.
The police busted down my door and scared a pregnant woman half to death over a little old lady?
Oh, I have met your mother. That's not how I describe her.
Fair enough. In the meantime, might you have a warrant?
I have permission from the tenants on record to enter and search the premises. And as for your mother, she's wanted for the attempted murder of Duke Gregory. Now, where the hell is she?
Do you mind?
Maybe you should use a different hairpin.
Shh.
No, because I've opened a lot of locks, and sometimes one hairpin will work.
No, quiet. Do you hear that?
We have company.
Jerry Jacks has a surprisingly fine mezzo-soprano. Should we take cover?
Bum-ba-da-dum-bum. Goedenavond, Frau Doktor.
No sign of her.
No?
Look, you're wasting your time. My mother didn't do anything to your friend.
I beg to differ.
Well, do you have evidence?
Duke's eyewitness testimony.
Oh, so he woke up.
He did. Yeah. And despite his ordeal, he was quite lucid. He informed us that he tangled with your mother last night just before he collapsed. He identified her by name.
Well, that's impossible. I mean, first of all, my mother doesn't even live in this country.
Well, you have heard of airplanes, haven't you?
Second, I mean, what could possibly be her motive? They don't even know each other.
Oh, Duke and your mom go way back. She was instrumental in holding him captive.
Oh, you must be mistaken.
Oh, that's the best you got? I'm mistaken? No. It was her. Liesl Westphal, a.k.a. Obrecht.
Come in, sit down, take a load off. Sing us another Wagnerian ditty.
We meet again, Dr. van Schemerman.
Schemerman.
Or do you prefer your given name? Luke Spencer. You know this woman?
Not as well as Anna and Robert. Holly Sutton, meet the mad Dr. Liesl Obrecht, director of the Kliniek den Geest zu Helen.
The clinic to heal the mind.
Or in Robert's case, to put it into everlasting sleep.
You evil bitch. You're the one who put Robert into a coma. That was Anna Devane's fault. Had Herr Spencer's scrawny inamorata not interfered with my work, Mr. Scorpio would have enjoyed a clean death instead of the slow, inexorable march toward oblivion. No! She has to pay for what she did to Robert!
Yes, not until she explains how she fits in to this whole thing.
So she poisoned Robert, and she's working with Jerry?
Okay, it is quite a coincidence, don't you think, Frau Doctor? That one member of the Legion of Doom shows up in the exact same place that we come to find another member?
I don't know what you mean.
I think you do, and you're going to explain. Otherwise, we're just going to skip prison and go right to the unmarked grave out back. Now, sprechen Sie!
Is that not your mother?
It looks like her.
Good. Sabrina Santiago will testify to the fact that she saw the two of you together here in Port Charles a few days ago.
Sabrina is practically legally blind,
Do you know
and she hates
that
me.
your mother was the director of a clinic in Switzerland?
It doesn't surprise me.
Well, would it surprise you to know that said clinic was a front for the operations of an international terrorist named Cesar Faison?
No, I'm not aware of that. If you're telling the truth, for all I know, you could be making this up.
What your mother has done, what she is involved with, is very serious. Now, my advice to you is to start talking if you don't want to wind up in as much trouble as she's in.
I haven't done anything.
You mean other than being an accessory and harboring a fugitive?
I haven't seen my mother. Now arrest me or get out.
Oh, fine. You think that I won't arrest you because you're a pregnant woman, Dr. Westbourne? You are very much mistaken. Plenty of babies are born behind bars in Pentonville. So if you're not going to cooperate with me,
Okay,
I'm going to take you to the
fine.
station.
Fine. I'll tell you everything.
How could I be working for Jerry Jacks? He's dead, poor man. From what I understand, there was an explosion.
He's alive. He may be on death's door, but he's alive. He extorted $88 million to buy a cure, and something tells me he was going to buy that cure from you.
That is utterly preposterous. I know nothing of any cure.
Maybe you're right.
She is?
I doubt that she would have the resources to synthesize and research the cure that Jerry needed. Not without help from some of her Faustian friends. Like, for example, César Faison.
You can tell me here or down the station. When did you last see your mother? Open up, Dr. Westbourne!
We'll break the door down.
Sit. Lie down. I go down the fire escape.
You're gonna leave me with the bag?
It's your last chance.
Touch you.
If they know I'm your daughter, what else are they gonna know, Mom?
They can't do anything about it. Don't tell them anything and they've given you no choice. Just tell them I came to visit you and I left yesterday. Deny everything else.
Stay back from the door.
I love you, Doctor. Don't worry. I'll be back.
Don't make me ask you.
I saw her yesterday morning.
Really?
Yes. She came to visit me, then she left. That's what she does. Why is it so hard for you to grasp?
Well, because if she was here yesterday, then how did the vial of propofol that she used to drug Duke Lavery end up in your apartment?
Jerry's dying. He can't just walk into a hospital and present his League of Doom insurance card and get treatment, so he turns to a criminal cohort. Obrecht's mangy, BO-ridden Eurotrash boss.
How dare you speak of César that way? Touched a nerve, huh? He is a visionary, unparalleled in our time. You cannot begin to grasp the significance of his thoughts or the boundaries he and I will break together.
Yeah, it's a good thing we can't grasp them, otherwise we'd never sleep again.
Just 1 year ago, it was inconceivable that a man could survive poisoning by polonium-210, but now,
Now it's true. You perfected a cure. And you gave it to Jerry, didn't you?
I'm sure once this has been through forensics, your suspicions will be confirmed, Dante.
Still, you're gonna have to go through huge leaps to pin it on my mother.
Should we do that? Let's go through huge leaps. Obrecht drugged Duke last night. If your mother left yesterday morning, how come this vial is in your apartment?
I don't know. I live with 2 nurses. Maybe it belongs to one of the... Look, I'm...
Lying!
You have the cure.
Stop it. You won't get anything.
You tell me. You either tell me or you tell an interrogator at a WSB black site. They won't be nearly as pleasant.
Why are you so interested in my research? Jerry Jacks nearly killed your loved ones when he poisoned the water in Port Charles, so it's not his well-being that's important to you.
It is exactly his well-being that is important to me.
No, it's not his health that matters to you. It's his illness. Now, why would a cure for severe radiation poisoning be of such importance and significance to someone as hale and hearty as you? Take a deep breath. You look a little bit peaked here, Spencer. Why so poorly?
You know why.
You need the treatment. My treatment. Whose wrath did you incur to win such a sordid fate?
Helena Cassadine, your spiritual twin.
Helena, great woman. I heard you killed her. Now she's killing you. Karma is a delight.
Enough. He is sick.
He is dying.
If you could cure Jerry, then you could cure him.
But alas, Fraulein Sutton, I was unable to cure Cherry Jacks. He's dead.
This vial once contained a drug that nearly ended the life of someone very dear to me. And you are lying to my face about where it came from. And if you are lying to me about that, God only knows what else you're lying about. Detective Falconeri, read Dr. Westbourne her rights.
What? You can't do that!
I think, given her lineage, she's a slight risk, don't you?
No, I agree, Commissioner. Brent Westbourne, you are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you free of charge.
You're lying. We know you're working with Faisal. Jerry held poor Charles to ransom so he could buy your cure.
It was not the first time in history a person did not get what they paid for. Yes, I was developing a treatment, but unfortunately my research was halted.
By what?
By your friends, Robert Scorpio and Anna Devane. When Faison was captured, I had to go into hiding. Unfortunately, my research came to a premature end, as did Jerry Jack's life, as will yours, Herr Spencer. Soon.
Doctor, we know Jerry Jacks was here.
Of course he was. When last we spoke, he had the funds to pay for his cure. We arranged to meet.
Why? If you didn't have the cure.
Well, I was unable to formulate a cure, but I did develop something that would slow the progress of his tissues degradation, a temporary solution. Medication had its limits. Herr Jack succumbed before I was able to synthesize a treatment.
So, if he's dead, where's the body?
I burnt it.
Where? In the fireplace?
The man was radioactive. What was I supposed to do? Bury him in the ground so his glowing remains could contaminate the whole town? He had to be cremated.
That was incredibly thoughtful and civic-minded of you, Doctor. But it's not true. Jerry Jacks is alive. I know it. She knows it, and you know it. And he's here. Behind that door.
As far as any of us knows, that door could lead to the wine cellar. Perhaps it doesn't even open. It would be decorative.
That's decorative, bitch.
Careful, Herr Spencer. Some doors are not meant to be opened.
Obviously, this one is. Keep an eye on her.
You're not going in there by yourself.
Oh, yeah. But I'll be back. With Jerry Jacks. Don't let her talk you to death. Armac.
Stand these rights as I've explained them to you.
Yes.
Look at this. Not completely heartless. Prenatal vitamins to take to jail with you.
Are you seriously gonna haul in a pregnant woman?
Yeah, it would look that way.
You know, for a father-to-be, one would think he'd be a little bit more compassionate.
You know, given the rights that I just explained to you, do you care to make a statement at this time?
Yes, I do, actually. I do want to make a statement. You're gonna regret this because my mother will not stand for this.
I'm counting on it.
Yeah. Let's go.
I wouldn't get your hopes up. Herr Spencer's condition is far too advanced.
Dr. Albright, this scenario ends one of two ways. Either Luke lives, and you go to prison for the rest of your life, or you die with him.
I doubt it will come to that.
You don't seem to understand that once upon a time, I was Mrs. Robert Scorpio. And after what you have done to him, I will sleep a lot better knowing you've paid.
You strike me as a practical woman, much like myself. Surely you understand the position I was in.
And what position was that?
I had no choice but to silence Robert Scorpio. He simply knew too much.
Too much about what?
Someone in there?